Alright guys, welcome back to another Genshin Impact video, and today's video we're going to be talking about the weekly bosses. So as of now, as of patch 2.1, we now have a total of 5 weekly world bosses that we can fight every week. So one is right here where I'm standing, which is the new one, La Signoria, has been recently added in version 2.1, and so now we have a total of 5 weekly bosses that we can fight to get some all these materials, which includes the prototypes, the talent up materials, Dream Solvent, and the other artifacts as well, and some more. So right now we have 5, and the problem now is that if you go here, you'll see we have these 3 how to say discounted attempts you can do per week. So it'll be like only 30 resin for the first 3, and the other 2 will be a full cost of 60. So now the question is it worth to farm all of those bosses, all 5 of them every week? So you get to a point in the game where you have a lot of those talent materials, so they can show you mine. So I think I farmed quite a lot of the weekly bosses, and let me see, where is the one from Storm Terrace Lair? I think it's here, yeah, this one. So these 3 you can get from the Storm Terrace challenge. As you can see, I have 33 already, and look at this, 43 of these things. So yeah, that's a lot. And I mean, if you got all the characters that are needing this one and you already max them out, then yeah, you don't really need this anymore actually. And if you're somehow lacking like this one, you can just obviously convert to this one using the new material, the Dream Solvent material now we have already available. So that kind of solves the issue now of the materials issue, where it's always going to this and not this. But the question is, should you continue to farm? And the answer is no, because you already have a lot of this you don't need. You can just convert each other. And second, you have a lot of those where's my prototypes? I think it's here. It's in this section. Yeah, if you have a lot of prototypes already lying in your inventory and you already have a lot of them and you don't plan to use them, then yeah, you can actually stop farming the world bosses, the weekly bosses such as Storm Terror, and also the Wolf of the North challenge, also known as the Boreas. So which is this one. Uh, yeah, Lupus Warrior. So this one they will drop all these materials, and if you have a lot of those already, I can safely say you don't need to farm anymore, because I think it's really not worth 60 resin. And the problem is you won't get guaranteed to get that prototype or the Dream Solvent. So I suggest just do the 3 bosses, which is this one, just 3 every week, which is good enough. Child and Astaha. So these are the only 3 I can recommend doing as of now. Until they introduce more weekly bosses, then might be a different story. But right now only 3, because they are discounted. Unless 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 they change this, maybe they're gonna increase it to 5. Then maybe you can do all. Other than that, still only do 3 for a week, and you can stop doing the Storm Terror Lair and also the Wolf of the North, because I still don't think it's worth 60 resin just to get all these and some artifacts also, and the chance of getting a prototype and a Dream Solvent, and all these things will be kind of wasted because, as I said, you have a lot of those already maxed out. And I think only a few of the monster characters and Liyue characters take these materials. Same goes with this one. And yeah, we can't really do anything about it unless they introduce some new character that is in Mondstadt somehow, then maybe we can use this again. Other than that, I don't think so already, because now we are in the Inazuma regions, so they're probably gonna launch new characters in the future with these new materials for sure. So we should be farming on the new ones, and also maybe we can start farming this one just a bit, just in case. And same goes with this one, because as I said, only 3 we can do a week for the discount. So obviously gonna pick the newest one to the second newest one and the third newest one. and the rest of this one we can actually stop doing already, actually, in my opinion. If you still want to get those prototypes and you're still desperate for those, then maybe you can consider doing all 5 bosses per the week, but I still think 120 resin is a lot. You can probably go for artifacts for the 120 worth of resin. You can go for the domain runs for the talents, and also your maybe you can start farming other stuff, probably like these kind of bosses, the world bosses. This costs 40 resin. So if you save 120, you can basically spend the remaining to do other things, which is better in my opinion for your account. And you can definitely use those spare resin for something else that is more worth it than trying your luck in getting the prototypes, which you're not guaranteed to be getting, and you might not get even the dream solvent. So yeah, anyway guys, that's just to summarize everything and let you guys know that is the weekly bosses, all 5 weekly bosses, now worth it to do? In my opinion, no. We should just do the first 3 and the other 2 we can safely ignore, assuming you have like a lot of these materials already and is they are not in use. And yeah, then you can safely stop doing already and just do the latest ones, followed by the second one, the third one, which is pretty nice for me. And you can save 120 resin every week. You can use those resin to do other things, and that's what I think is more efficient in my opinion moving forward, until they start to introduce new weekly bosses in the future. Then it's a bit of a different story. But anyway guys, that's gonna do it for this video. Just to let you guys know that the weekly bosses, the weekly bosses, now we have 5, and is, I think in my opinion, it's not worth it to just do all 5. Just do 3 and you're good to go. Guys, thanks for watching guys. Just a quick little video talking about the weekly bosses and whether it's worth to do all of it. And that's all for me guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.